Many small business owners think that paid ads are the key to growth. So they jump in expecting the phone to start ringing. Oh, they're going to make a lot of money. They're going to book a lot of jobs. But what happens when the opposite comes up? The leads don't show, the budget disappears, and the return isn't there. Well, extreme frustration may come to mind. But once that subsides, it's time to figure out the next step. This marketing conundrum is our topic today with John Clendenning, founder of Carpet Cleaner Marketing Masters. John, it's a pleasure to have you on again.
Hey, thanks for having me back, Jeff.
Absolutely. What a good topic when we think about paid ads. You put a quarter in, you should get a dollar out. I guess that's not how it works. What's John, tell us about this. What's the biggest mistake you're seeing with small businesses and paid ads?
So the biggest mistake comes down to the fundamentals. Do you know your conversion rate and your average job? Because it's a math problem. Go back 20, 22 years ago, Yellow Pages, when I put call tracking numbers in the Yellow Pages, and I was doing $5,000 a month in Yellow Page ads to run our business, because that was sort of where you went for new customers. That was sort of like the cold outreach. A better Yellow Page ad got more phone calls. And we're buying customers for about $80. $80.82 was the exact amount when I looked it up from 2002. So you bought a customer for $80 if your average job was, three times that, right? So $240, $250 or above, then you had a 3-to-1 return on investment. One of it paid the ad cost. One of it paid the technician gas and solution to go do the job. And the other third came into the company for your insurances and your leases and your license and all that kind of stuff. And you make all your money in carpet cleaning the second, third, fourth time you clean for that customer, and the referrals that you get, neighborhood referrals from them, your referral reward program, right? I see carpet cleaners trying to run a commodity type business, matching their competitors' pricing, 3 rooms in a hall for 149, 129, 169, whatever. And their average job is under $200. They don't know their conversion rate. They don't know what they bought, what they pay to buy a customer. Maybe it's $120, $150, and you made like $50 after you paid the ad cost to cover the gas solution technician and everything else like that, and you didn't even notice. So not knowing your math is definitely the biggest issue, because these platforms aren't getting cheaper. Like more and more people in local service ads, it's not uncommon to be $30, $40, $50, $60 a phone call. And that's profitable if you know your numbers. Pay per click, you need about 5, 6 clicks before you get a phone call or a form fill or whatever. If you don't know what your conversion rate is once they show up to you, then how are you ever going to math it out to see if it makes money, if it's worth doing? Or is it a you problem when you need better scripts on the phone and better follow-up so that you can land 40, 50% of the people that reach out to you at about $375 minimum? That makes pay-per-click and LSA, local service ads, math properly.
Okay, so you had some numbers there you shared with us.
Yeah.
That's good to know because that's what they can measure against, which is
Yeah.
important. And I know over the years, John, you've talked about, as we've had our conversations, having a strong foundation
Yeah.
before spending money on ads. So they're going to do the ad campaign. They know what their numbers need to be. You've shared that already. What needs to be in place to
Yeah.
make sure it all works? Website stuff, reviews. What would you want to see with your clients
Yeah.
ready to go?
So think about your own life, because a lot of people go, oh, here my business runs entirely different than the way I do anything myself, right? So I always say, like, if you had no tire shop in mind in your van, your service van needed new tires, right? Would you just go to, oh, that's the first one at the top, that's who I'm hiring, or would you do a little bit of due diligence, right? And if you knew that OK Tire versus James Brown's tire versus whatever Active Green and Ross tire, these are 3 in my area, if you knew one of them top of mind, because they advertise well, they have a great reputation, they have great reviews, you've seen them around, you already have brand recognition that they do a great job and people talk about them, good social media, say, for example, all that kind of stuff. Then you saw the ad 6 months later, a year later, when you needed tires, and you had a choice of 1 or 2 or 3. Which one would you pick? you would probably pick the one that has the best reputation and top of mind. Now all of a sudden they go, oh, my ads work better. Like you guys are running great pay-per-click ads for me. And it's like, well, we run good pay-per-click ads, like really well done, but you're in a marketplace where the omnipresence of your brand, your reviews, your reputation, your happy customer stories preceded you. Therefore, even every door mail. How many people say, oh, I tried every door mail, it didn't work? Well, you tried it once and you tried it into a cold audience that never heard of you before. If you try it a number of times, just like paid ads, and into a warm audience that already knows, likes, and trusts you because they've heard about you forever from their neighbors, their friends, the van in the neighborhood, the yard signs, all that, you've got a way better return on your investment just because you set up the marketplace ahead of time. That's your foundation.
Okay, I'm going to ask a dumb question maybe here. So, so pay-per-click ads. I read
Yep.
something that the links on Google are going to go away.
Yep.
That it's more AI. So how does AI play into this
Yeah.
conversation? Because are you talking about actual banner ads displayed on a website or retargeting maybe? What does a pay-per-click ad look like now compared to the past?
Well, so pay per click is so everybody now asks questions. So it's an answer engine, right? A conversation engine in AI now, whether that's your Chat GPT, your Google, whatever. Google makes money by selling ads, right? That's the whole business model, the billions and billions of dollars. They can't have that go away. But if people aren't going to the ad section and clicking on it, Google said, okay, well, we're going to embed the content, the ads, plus the website, plus the way you can answer questions. Like my dog peed on the carpet. What do I do to take it out? And there is an article written by a company in the local marketplace and ads that they run. Now the AI is ingesting all of this and giving an answer with a basically a paid link or a paid, would you like me to call them for you? That kind of idea. So as Google's transitioning to meet the consumer where the consumer is, the consumer's not going to be in viewing, they're going to be talking. So Google still needs to make pay-per-click money. So yeah, so ultimately it comes down to what I like to call the everything engine, or if you ever watch that movie, Everything Everywhere All at Once, I use the movie poster a lot now, is there is no separate lanes. Everybody's having a conversation. So Google's trying to figure out between maps, paid ads, organic, how does that all feed, and social media and off of Google as well. How does that all feed into the answers that Google wants to give the user to give them the best user experience, but still retain their billions of dollars in ad revenue? That is the connection that is constantly going on. May 8th was a huge change in the algorithm again around all of this, and it's just going to continue to roll out. So yeah, my recommendation in the carpet cleaner is make sure that you have the right numbers on the front end, plan your omnipresence, and jump into an ad environment where it's just one pole in the water, LS local service ads, another pole in the water, pay per click, another pole in the water, maybe Facebook and Nextdoor ads. You're stacking the ads while you have the core, I call the forever engine running in the background that's building the retention, the long-term value of your customers, and the omnipresence that all of that just lives within.
No, John, I was thinking as you were talking about all this, it's cutting edge marketing. You have to respond to what works. You have to always adapt. And tell me if I'm wrong. Wasn't there a time when everyone was like, SEO is it? You have to, I mean, it's all
Yeah.
about optimizing your website. And now it's like, it's a little bit of everything, it seems.
Yeah. Happy customers tell happy stories in the real world, online. Just go back to do what grandpa did to run a business, but marry it in now. Yeah, it really is because AI is just trying to be the great equalizer. Google's always wanted to give you the best experience, the user, the best experience so that they become the market leader, right? And they did that so much better than Ask Jeeves back in the day and Yahoo and all that other stuff that they won. But that doesn't mean they won forever. They just won for that period. Now AI is the next great disruptor on them, and they have to readjust again to say, how are we going to make sure everybody wants to use our search engine, our platform to answer their questions? And it's just, you got to adapt. But at the end of the day, it's still humans trying to get answers to problems. And Google just wants to give them the best answers. How we as marketers and business owners funnel into that is just basic marketing fundamentals built into your business. You are the marketer of cleaning services first and foremost. If you own a cleaning company. The technicians and all that are later down the road. Like if you're the technician, that's just the day job you have while you're trying to build the business, which is the marketer and the chief outreach officer.
I kind of like personally that we are sticking with the basics,
Yeah.
the fundamentals of be a good company, take care of your customers, just know how to communicate,
Yeah.
provide superb service, let everyone know about it, and use these tools
Yes.
to make sure everyone does know you are the company of
Yeah.
choice. John, great discussion today. Look forward to the next one.